After his January fundraiser, he began handing giant Publishers Clearinghouse-style novelty checks out to veterans groups at campaign stops in full view of cameras. But the pesky press corps still had some questions, like, did veterans charities really end up getting the $6 million that Trump claimed? As of 1 week ago, the Washington Post could only identify $3.1 million in donations, about half of what Trump promised. Even more important was this. Entering last week, there was no evidence Trump himself had actually personally donated $1 million to veterans groups, as he had claimed to have done at the event. Dogged by repeated questions about the missing money, Trump finally said last Tuesday that 4 months after the fundraiser, he was now giving $1 million to a veterans group. Asked by the Washington Post whether he had given the money only because reporters had been asking about it, Trump responded, "You know, you're a nasty guy. Really nasty guy. I gave out millions of dollars I had no obligation to do." At today's press conference, Trump claimed a total of $5.6 million had been donated to veterans groups. NBC News has been able to confirm that veterans groups have received $3.82 million in donations as a result of Trump's fundraiser. The Associated Press called the 41 groups that Trump listed today as having gotten money. It found that about half reported checks from Trump within the past week, typically dated May 24th, the day the Washington Post published a story questioning whether he had distributed all the money. According to NBC calculations, at least $1.8 million of donations were distributed in the past week. Now, Trump insisted today the delay in donations arose from the need to check out the charities before giving them money.
You have to go through a process. When you send checks for hundreds of thousands of dollars to people and to companies and to groups that you've never heard of, charitable organizations, you have to vet it.
There are some reasons to be skeptical of that claim. The first is that Team Trump would have to be quite bad at vetting, because one of the charities he selected has a charity rating, rating of F from Charity Watch. Second reason is that the charity that Trump took months to personally pledge $1 million to, the Marine Corps Law Enforcement Foundation, had previously already received more than $230,000 from Trump's foundation, and thus wouldn't presumably need additional vetting. In 2015, in fact, Trump was one of the 2 honorees at that group's gala. This afternoon, in an interview we will air in full shortly, I asked Hillary Clinton for her take on how this all played.